So yesterday we were just discussing up to here. So all the three girls stood together and they were just smiling, posing for the photograph which is taken by the uncle. And that photograph was taken, the poetess says that before the birth of the poetess. And again, the poet says that the sea in which these girls are standing, it appears to be same. It appears to have changed less. There is no change has taken place, and that sea water is washing the feet of the mother and the two girl cousins. The photograph being taken in the seashore. So all the three is just standing together in order to pose for the photograph. Coming to the next stanza. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot, see Betty and Dolly. She would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was the past. Mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. Some 20-30 years later, the mother has gone to the sea for the sea holiday when she was 12 years old. So 12 plus 20 or 30. That means the mother's photograph which was taken when she was 12 years old, she would take after 20 or 30 years later. And then the mother will be looking at that snapshot. She will be looking at that photograph and she will be just laughing. Why she will be laughing? Because the dress, the appearance that mother and her cousins had when they were very young. Because now the mother is grown up person. When you say that 12 plus 20 or 30, you can imagine that is either 32 or 42 years. Looking at the dress, the type of dress that she has worn when she has gone for the sea holiday, and how casually they have worn the dress. Looking at that photograph, she would be laughing. Some of our photographs of the younger days, when we look at that, we may also laugh. And she would say, who would say? The mother would say, she would call the cousins. What are the names of the cousins? Betty and Dolly. She would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. What she used to say? She will say that, now look how they dressed us for the beach. Who is dressing us? The girls, the children, the boys, etc. When they are in their younger age, the dresses may be given by the parents. So how they have dressed us for the beach. When we went to the sea holiday, what kind of dresses that we have worn. When we were 10 years or 4 years or 5 years of age, what dress that we were wearing, that kind of dress we won't wear now. When we grow up older, again our dress code, dress sense will change. So that is why the mother would be looking at the photograph after 20 or 30 years of the photograph taken, and she would be laughing seeing the appearance and the dress that they wore, and she would comment that, just look at this, what kind of dress they have given us when we went for the sea holiday. Now the sea holiday was her past. There are two things are here. One is the past of the mother, other is the past of the poet. What is the mother's past? The sea holiday. The experience of going into that seashore and taking photograph, posing in front of the camera, which the uncle was holding in his hand. That was the past of the mother. Now what is the past of the poet? Mine is her laughter. That means the poet's, the poetess past is actually mother's laughter. Why it is the laughter? Mother's laughter is the past because mother is no more. The past of the poet and past of the mother, these two things are actually something which has gone by. The mother cannot experience the sea holiday again, and the daughter is not able to see the sweet smile of the mother, because in the previous stanza the poet has mentioned a sweet face that was before I was born. My mother's face was very sweet. Now she cannot enjoy that sweetness of the face because it has become the past of the poet. Because the mother's laughter has disappeared, mother's face has disappeared. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now the poet is telling that both means both the past. The past of the poet, that is the mother's laughter, and the past of the mother, that's the sea holiday experience. Both rye means twisted, both are getting twisted. Both rye with the labored ease of loss. Labored means working hard, ease means easiness, loss means nashtam. Endanu nashtam? The loss of the mother. The past of the poet and past of the poet's mother is getting twisted, and she gets a feeling of sorrow. And in order to get rid of that feeling of sorrow, she says that she has to labor hard, work hard. അമ്മയുടെ മരണത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ചിന്തിക്കുമ്പം അമ്മയില്ല എന്നുള്ള നഷ്ടത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ചിന്തിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ വേദന മറക്കാനായിട്ട് അവൾക്ക് വളരെയധികം പരിശ്രമിക്കേണ്ടതായിട്ട് വരുന്നു. ദിസ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് ദ പോയറ്റ് സേസ്. സം 20-30 years later, mother is looking at the snapshot and she would be laughing and telling that how they have dressed us for the beach. Now again the poet says two pasts are there. One is the past of the poet, another one is the past of the poet's mother. So both these past is getting twisted. One cannot be isolated or separated from the other. The mother's past and the poet's past cannot be separated because both are getting twisted. അത് രണ്ടും കൂടി പിണഞ്ഞ് കിടക്കുകയാണ്. So when she is thinking about the past or thinking about the laughter of the mother in the sweet face, when she just recognizes that mother is no more with her, she gets a pain. She says that a feeling of pain, a feeling of loss. So in order to get rid of that feeling of loss, she has to work hard. That's the meaning of this stanza. You see, the dress that is worn by the girls when she had gone to the beach doesn't mean that this is the dress that they have worn. Casual dress. Because when you're a grown-up person, 30 or 40 years, then when you look at your dress that is just worn earlier, probably you would be feeling like laughing. This is a sense which is explained in the previous stanza. See the last stanza. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. How many years that girl lived? അമ്മ മരിച്ചിട്ട് എത്ര വർഷമായി എന്നുള്ളൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ who will be able to tell me? Because the first sentence in the last stanza, first two lines, first line and half of the second line, now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. How many years that girl lived? Because in the photograph it is said that yes, how many? Right? Yes, very correct. Because girl, after that she is a grown-up lady. The mother is looking at the photograph after 20 or 30 years. So you don't have to calculate that 20 or 30 years with the 12 years. Girl ആയിട്ട് ജീവിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന അത്രയും കാലം എന്നാണ് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. So that means now it is 12 years after the death of the mother. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. That means which girl? The girl referred in the photograph. That is the mother. That time she was 12 years. Now the poet is telling that my mother is dead 12 years back. She has died 12 years back. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. What does the poet say? അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച്, എന്തിനെക്കുറിച്ചാണ്? അമ്മയെക്കുറിച്ച്, അമ്മയുടെ മരണത്തെക്കുറിച്ച്. Now she's been dead nearly as many years that girl lived. That means about the death of the mother, the absence of the mother. The poet says there is nothing to say at all. എനിക്കൊന്നും പറയാനില്ല. The poet is not able to express in words the feeling of sorrow she feels when she remember, when she think, when she reminiscence about the death of the mother. Because its silence silences. Which silence? The absence of the mother, the death of the silence. Death breeds silence, and silence is silence in the poet. The absence of the mother is a silence. Death of the mother is a silence. അമ്മയുടെ മരണം ഒരു സൈലൻസ് ആണ്. ആ മരണത്തിൻ്റെ നിശബ്ദത എന്നെ നിശബ്ദയാക്കുന്നു. So here the poet says that the absence of the mother, the death of the mother is actually making me silent. So the mother is dead 12 years ago, And about the death of the mother, I have nothing to say, the poet says. The poet is not able to express in words the feeling of loss or sorrow that she experiences after the death of the mother, because the death is a silence, and that silence is making the poet silent. I hope you understood. Now let's fast go through the summary. Already I have explained, but we will just read faster and go through the summary because we don't have to spend much time on it. Already explained. The photograph pasted on the cardboard shows me the two girl cousins, Betty and Dolly, who went paddling with the poet's mother. Each of them was holding one of the hands of the poet's mother, who was a big girl of 12 years or so. At that time, her uncle had a camera. All three stood still facing the camera. They pushed their hair aside to smile, scattered hair. അപ്പം മുഖത്ത് നിന്ന് ആ ഹെയർ മാറ്റി വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് അവർ ഫോട്ടോയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടി നിന്നത്. Thus the photograph presents the three smiling faces. So that is why the photograph is actually presenting a three smiling faces, a carefree look, a innocent smile of the mother and the cousins. The face of the poet's mother is a smiling one at that time in the photograph. It was a time before she was born. So this photograph was taken before the birth of the poet. Their feet, whose feet? The mother and cousin's feet, which were being washed by seawater for a very short time, have been photographed along with the sea, which appears to have changed less. Which means these girls have just gone and entered into the water. The water was covering their feet, and that covering of the feet and washing of the feet has taken only for a short time, which also refers that life of a human being on the earth is only a short span of time. But that sea remains same. It has not changed. The poet thus indirectly hints that his mother's face have changed over the years. So the poet is actually indirectly giving us a hint. The face of the mother has changed, or rather the mother has disappeared over the years. After lapse of time, say some 20 or 30 years later, the poet's mother would laugh at the snapshot. She would refer to the photograph and recollect how her cousins Betty and Dolly had dressed themselves for their beach to holiday. She laughs as she sees the scanty dress. Scanty means sparingly dressed, കുറച്ച് ഡ്രസ്സ് ധരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു, നോട്ട് മോർ ഡ്രസ്സസ്. പറഞ്ഞാൽ വെരി കാഷ്വൽ. വെൻ യു ഗോ ടു ദ സീ ഷോർ വി wear very casual dresses, maybe t-shirt or skirt or short pant or 3/4 or something like that. Nowadays, of course, it refers to the time. So the poet's mother would look at the photograph which was taken when they were 12 years ago, after 20 or 30 years, and she would be just laughing, telling that how we dressed ourselves for the sea holiday. Now they are going for the sea holiday, they would not be dressing so scantily. This sea holiday was an event of her past. Mother's sea holiday is the event of the past of the mother. Her laughter is real and pleasant for the poet. But for the poet, the laughter of the mother, it is real, it is pleasant, but that is the past of the poet. It is a precious memory for her. For her, the laughter of the mother is a precious memory. Both her holiday and her laughter are amusing in an ironic way, as they are linked with her loss, which requires a forced state of freedom from pain. So here the poet says, you understand this last sentence, both her holiday, that mother's holiday, mother's past, and her laughter, which is the past of the poet, are amusing in an ironic way. Strange ആയിട്ട് അതൊരു അമ്യൂസിങ് ഫീലിംഗ് കൊടുക്കുകയാണ്. എന്താണ്? വേദന കൊടുക്കുന്നു. At the same time it gives her happiness, because a sweet smile. Ironic way, as they are linked with her loss. The smile of the mother, which is captured in the photograph, is also linked with the loss of the mother, because when you look at that photograph, you are reminded once again that mother is no more. And when that feeling of loss is there in the mind, which requires a forced state of freedom from the pain. So you need to force yourself in order to get rid of that feeling of loss. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ദുഃഖം മനസ്സിലേക്ക് വരുമ്പം ആ ദുഃഖം മനസ്സിൽ നിന്ന് തള്ളിക്കളയാൻ നമ്മൾ വളരെയധികം പരിശ്രമിക്കേണ്ടതായിട്ട് വരുന്നു. That's what the poet also had to do. Now the poet's mother is dead for nearly as many years that the girl in the picture lived. That means Tolstoy has already mentioned. The poet feels that a loss of words to comment on this event, her death. So the poet is not having any words to comment on the death of the mother. It is a solemn moment and its silence makes him silent. So, what is a solemn moment? Thinking about the death of the mother. That is a solemn moment. It's a grand moment. It's a special moment. It's a strange moment. Different meanings are there. And its silence, death is a silence. The silence makes her silent. Thus the poet pays a tribute to his mother. In this way, the poet is paying respect, tribute to his mother. It is the old photograph that moves him to silence. What is making the poet silent? The old photograph of the mother is making the poet silent. Now, come back to the questions which is given in the textbook. I will give the answers to you. We will just discuss now. I will be sending the answer to the Google Classroom. You can just write it down. But now we just simply discuss. What does the word cardboard denote in the poem? Why has this word meaning have been used? Why this word has been used? Or why this word having this particular meaning has been chosen? You see, the word cardboard denotes a photograph pasted on a hard, thick paper. I told you that the cardboard ഒട്ടിച്ച ഫോട്ടോഗ്രാഫിനെയാണ് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. This word has been used to refer to a practice in the past when photographs were pasted on the cardboard and framed with the glass front to preserve them. വീട്ടിലൊക്കെ ഭിത്തിയിൽ തൂക്കിയിടുന്ന ഫോട്ടോഗ്രാഫിനെയാണ് ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. പണ്ട് കാലത്ത് അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു. But nowadays it is not done. Going to the second question, you don't have to write it now, just understand. What has the camera captured? The camera has captured the three girls, the boy's mother and two cousins, Betty and Dolly, in their swimming dresses with the boy's mother in the middle and the two cousins on either side holding her hands and walking with bare feet in the sea water. So, in other words, we can say the natural smile of the mother along with her cousins in the seashore has been pictured or captured by the camera. You can write in different words. What has not changed over the years? Does this suggest something to you? The sea has not changed over the years. Sea aanu change cheyatha. Its waves are fresh. Always the waves that comes to the seashore are fresh, shining and tireless. As they were years ago. The changelessness of sea reminds us of the changes in human face with advancing age. So when the changelessness, changelaima of the sea, it just reminds us how human beings change as the years pass by. The boy's mother laughed at the snapshot. What did this laugh indicate? This laugh indicated her joy at remembering an incident connected with her past life. When she was quite young and free from the tensions and worries of life. As the people grow older and older, what happened? People become more unhappy because the responsibility of the age, responsibility of the job, responsibility of the family always brings burden. So she would be just laughing, looking at that old photograph when they were just carefree, when they were quite young. Because now, of course, she must be experiencing tensions and worries of her life. What is the meaning of the both right with the labored ease of loss? The sea holiday and the laughter of the boy's mother are incidents of the past. ഇത് രണ്ടും പഴയ ഇൻസിഡൻസ് ആണ്. There is a sense of loss associated with them. ബോത്ത് ആർ അമ്യൂസിങ് ആൻഡ് ഡിസപ്പോയിൻറ്റിങ്. രണ്ടും അമ്യൂസിങ് ആണ്, അറ്റ് ദ സെയിം ടൈം ഡിസപ്പോയിൻറ്റിങ് ആണ്. അമ്മയുടെ സീ ഹോളിഡേയിൽ കാണുന്ന അമ്മയുടെ ചിരി സന്തോഷം കൊടുക്കുന്നു. പക്ഷേ ദാറ്റ് ഓൾസോ റിമൈൻഡ്സ് ഹെർ ദാറ്റ് മദർ ഈസ് നോ മോർ വിത്ത് ഹെർ. സോ ബോത്ത് ആർ അമ്യൂസിങ് ആൻഡ് ഡിസപ്പോയിൻറ്റിങ്. ടു ഫീലിംഗ് ടുഗദർ as the state of feeling comfortable or relaxed is unnatural or forced one. This sense of loss is quite painful to her. The sense of loss of the mother is painful to her. What does this circumstances refers to? This circumstances refers to the death of the poet's mother. അമ്മയുടെ മരണത്തെയാണ് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. Now the last question in the text book is the girl who, three stanzas depict three different phrases. Name them. ആദ്യത്തെ stanza, the girlhood of the poet's mother, the period before the birth of the poet. ആദ്യത്തെ stanza അമ്മ പെൺകുട്ടി ചെറിയൊരു കുട്ടിയായിരുന്നപ്പോഴുള്ള പീരീഡിനെയാണ് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. അത് എപ്പോഴുള്ളതാണ്? ബിഫോർ ദ ബർത്ത് ഓഫ് ദ പോയറ്റസ്. സെക്കൻഡ് stanza, her middle age, that she is looking at the photograph after 20 or 30 years. Whose middle age? Mother's middle age. The period during the childhood of the poet. ആ സമയത്ത് പോയറ്റ് ജനിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. The poet during the childhood of the poet. The third stanza, last stanza, the shortest one, period after the death of the poet's mother. Period after the death of the poet's mother. There is a few more abstract based questions to be discussed. We'll